pause the music for a second here. There we go. I thought maybe we can do some music today in the live stream. All right. Oh, I didn't set up the screen. There's always something I'm forgetting about my live stream. Can you hear me? I think you can hear me, right? I have like the headphones on so I can also listen to the music. Maybe that's a good thing today. Ooh, Dim Sons, how are you doing? Free Cape Man, hi. Otto, hi. Robert, hi. Thanks for joining. Aaron C, hi. Eric, I think I already said that. No, I didn't say that. Hi, how are you doing? Hi, Mikhail, how are you doing? Hi, Mangan, how are you doing? Hi, Arham, how are you doing? Danish, thanks for joining. Robert, Michael, Christopher, Mickey, Maggie, Mister, hi, everybody. Manga Falcon, how are you doing? So today we're doing a little bit different. I'm streaming just on one computer, and to be honest, I will just do Midjourney and just like mix different styles, which you can also do with IPA and stuff like that. But I want to have like a very like chill live stream, just like creating strange stuff. There we go. Hi, Nancy. Thank you for the heart. Very nice, very kind. Hi, Grogster. Thanks for joining. Hi, Michael. Hi, Daniel. Yes. Hi, Vishal. Hi, Into. Thanks for joining. As you have noticed, recently I've a little bit been in my, how do you say, like deep inside the turtle shell. Not done so much. Yeah, I will certainly do more. And also, I have been invited to a conference in LA, which they fly me in. This is amazing. I've never had that before, so that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if this is a public or it's a private event. I'm not quite sure, but it's going to be interesting. There we go. Yes, let me see with the music. So let's turn it off and let's turn it on, and hopefully, like it's not like going to be demonetized or anything like that. Let's start this track, and then later we can find some other tracks, but let me make this a little bit like quieter. Is this okay? As like a little bit in the background, can you hear that? I don't think I have any kind of ducking on or something like that on the sound. We could maybe do that. I've never had this kind of background sound. It's a little bit loud in my headphones though. Let me make it a little bit like less strong here. And let me know if you can hear me well or not well with that kind of sound in the background, and then we can also find other tracks. I just thought it's a little bit more strange. Meet for coffee. I don't think I have time for a coffee. I would love to do that, but they just fly me in for the event, and I want to spend as much time as possible there because they spend a lot of money for the flight tickets, so, and for the hotel. So yeah. I want to give that time back to them by spending as much there as possible. Thank you very much. Love that shirt too. It's all kind of cat portraits. Really like that. Okay, let me switch over to the to my screen so you can see what I'm seeing. And the question here is if the setup is correct or not. Maybe the music is a little bit too much. I feel like at the moment it's a little bit like distracting. Can you hear me well over the music? Is the music loud or too quiet or whatnot? I don't know. Okay, so let me figure this out with the screen. I have here my reaction screen. That is good enough. And then I can make myself a little bit smaller down here in the corner. I would say that looks good, huh? Not too bad, not too shabby. It's also the right size. Pretty cool. I did some testing here. So what I want to do today with you is just like to go on Pinterest and find cool stuff like this image and this image here, and then just like throw them together and make these kind of style mixes. So you can see here I have this image and then also this other image. By the way, one thing I figured out today, by the way, also I have to put my chat on the other there, so now I can see the chat. I don't have GPU. Can you donate me? You can use cloud services like Midjourney. And as you can see, like you can throw this together. Now, one thing I figured out today, didn't even know that about the Alpha website, is you can go here. And then when you go over the image, you have this little icon here for eye. And when you click on that, it gives you subjects, it gives you the artists, it gives you descriptions of the image. And the good thing here, it's not just one description. Actually, the music is really distracting. Let's turn it off for a second. I know why it's so distracting, because I can't hear myself. 1 second. Hello, hello, hello. 1, 2, 3. That's a little bit better. Okay, so now I can actually hear my own voice. Why is it so quiet though? Oh, because I put the volume down. 1 second. Maybe that is better. We can try it like this. Okay, cool. I have to leave this open. Yes. So the cool thing is it doesn't just give you the one description. You can pick from different things you like and just like add them at top. You see, like, for example, as a full body shot, closed mouth, digital art in portrait format, lines, long eyelashes with long hair. You can just like basically click the prompt you want to have together from the images you want to use, right? So that is pretty cool. Or you can just use like the image description if you want to. Let me check out the. We heard a small bit. Oh, is it not enough? Like music louder or not louder? I only have downloaded that one track, to be honest. I just wanted to, like, now we don't hear music. Yeah, I turned off the music because it was a little bit distracting. Let me turn it off again, on again, and let me see if it's like... It's very loud for me. Let's push this a little bit down here. It's because I've never done that. Wait, and now you can't hear it anymore. Oh, now you can hear it again. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I just thought it might be a good idea to gap the gaps where I don't say anything and don't do anything. Like do something but not say anything. So that might be interesting. Not quite sure about that. Anyways, you can see like these kind of images that have been created from these combinations, and like with improving the prompt, it's getting better. I mean, this is like, I would say pretty cool. A little bit too much hair, maybe. That's also nice. This is fantastic, right? I mean, the tentacles could be a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, maybe. This is also pretty cool. Like, it does a lot of very nice stuff. This eye on the left side is a little bit strange, but are you using OBS? Yes, I'm using OBS. Midjourney is boring? I don't think so. It's not really boring. It's convenient, and this is also very nice. This one I like very much. The music is really distracting. Okay, well, let's stop the music project. That was a bad idea. Okay, I'm let's turn off the. Now I can hear my voice again. I think the music is just too much. I can leave the music on for you if you want to, but I'm not listening to it. It's just too distracting for what I want to do. And we can just like pick any kind of stuff here. Of course, a lot of the stuff here is AI stuff already, so that it might be a little bit on the destructive side, on the distracting side, not destructive side. Sorry for that. How would you be able to get AI make world bubbles in picture? What? A world what are world bubbles? I'm not quite sure what you mean. How to use Stable Diffusion for free without a graphics card? You can go to Playground AI. On Playground AI, you can, I think they still have that, where you can generate 100 images per day for free. And then if you need more, you can pay them. But 100 feels like already pretty good for what you can do, right? This looks also pretty cool. Let's save that. I have here the images for the source. So now we can go in here and, for example, mix up, let's upload this image here. And so I can use this as a reference, of course. Then I can use here the information that I want to have from that image. You see, it's analyzing that live. And I can pick what I like. A red hand with white and blah. Let's... woman hands reaching out of swirl red white wave. She has long hair covering her face. No, she doesn't have red. Illustration of woman's hand reaching out from swirling wave. That sounds pretty good. There's some artist names here you can use if you want to. Alphonse Muka. I don't know if I want to use them though. And then we can, for example, use this other style here. Combine that together. There's Klimt in here. We can use a little bit of Klimt. And then maybe add some colors here. For example, red, orange, gold, white. Okay, let's see what we get from that. In the alpha version of the interface, you also have these sliders here, which is very convenient for the different ratios you want to use for different things like stylization, weirdness, and variety. For the mode, like, oh, we can set it from standard to raw. Maybe that might be a good idea. The different versions you can choose from, which is not anymore all of the versions. You can see here, it doesn't go down to 1. It just goes the latest one and then Nichi 6, which is kind of limiting a little bit. And then speed, you can also like choose the speed here if you want to, right? So it makes it a little bit convenient, but it also it has some stuff missing. Holy crap. This is some really good stuff. Look at that. This is like the one thing I like about Midjourney is it can just like outright do any kind of thing and it kind of looks cool, right? It kind of looks interesting. And it's not the classic thing that you have with AI where everything kind of looks samey. You know what I mean? Everything looks kind of the same. Do you mean world bubbles? Booblers. Do you mean buble? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. What is that? Oh, is that a thing? Ah, bulbs. You mean like the Christmas ornament or what? Oh. I mean, you can use it as a style reference or image reference and then create something like this. That might be a good idea to do it like that. Just like download one of these images and then create it from there. Either with IPA, which is kind of the same as this kind of image reference here. I want to rerun this and say, oh, it says a woman's hand. Okay, let's say female hand, like that. Okay. I feel like Midjourney makes experimentation with artistic styles and ideas very convenient and easy. Because the problem is with a lot of the community trained models, they are very focused on just like the classic thing that everybody else is doing. Basically, waifus and fast cars. Of course, there's a little bit more than that, but like not specific things, not different specific art styles. Even though there's like over 100,000 models, it's kind of difficult to get something like, for example, this, you know, which is very different from the style that usually would be done. You know what I mean? Visual and musical pure aesthetic opportunism. Both visual and musical. I don't know what that means. Pure aesthetic opportunism is what? What is opportunism? Meaning no animus, only anima. Wow, very philosophical here. I don't know. Snow globes is fun prompt. Oh, thank you very much, Dovler. You always post like cool additions to the information. I'm gonna pin that. Is that visible then? I'm gonna pin that message so it's kind of on top. Boom, there you go. Very nice. I should do more stuff like that, but then I always forget about that. Thank you very much for that though. Like speech bubbles, basically. I don't know. Anyways, you can do some very, very cool stuff. Look at that. That's like an artist notebook in here right now. Look at this. Wow. Too many fingers, but the artistic style is really beautiful. And then you can like, I feel like this playing around like brings you to new kinds of ideas. How about we combine these two things? That might be nice. Let's reuse this and then remove this and add another image here from this. And then red and white illustration of a female portrait with big octopus arms as hair. Oh, we can actually leave that. It sounds interesting. Let's see what it does. You know, I've been following you for some time now, Olivio. Ever do a tutorial on morph blending using video mask and such? Didn't I do a video about that? This kind of like animated video mask. Not quite sure. Like I posted about that on Twitter, but maybe I didn't make a video about that. Let's see if we can find that anywhere. Did I not? Oh, I think I made this as a Patreon reward. That could be. This one? Did I post this one? Ah, this one is a video. Yes, this one is a video, but I think that was the live stream. This one with this kind of animated background. This is done with a mask where you have kind of this kind of swirl image that is rotating. I make the animation in DaVinci Resolve, and then using that as a mask input to create this kind of like animated background. And then I combine two layers together where the foreground is just a static image with the background removed, and then it's imposed onto the video background, which has an architecture prompt. And because of the rotation, it's kind of becoming this kind of strange abstract pattern. And here we have another one where you can see actually the oh, it's a little bit on the left. Sorry for that, because of a wider screen. Let me put myself a little bit to the side. You can see the pattern here a lot better. The pattern I have created with Midjourney, by the way. And this is just a color, like I think a brightness pattern, a brightness adjustment that I'm doing here. So this is a different effect. It's not actually using AI. It's just using this as a filter on top of the background image as a little bit of an adjustment, because not everything has to be AI in an AI process. And then this one here animates the background. But I think I only did this as a Patreon reward. I could do it as a video though, because the Patreon reward has been out for quite a while, so I probably can like make it public and make a new video about that. Might be interesting. All right, but let's go back to here and see what you. Ooh, holy moly! Oh wow, look at that. That looks a little bit like Akira anime style, huh? That is crazy. Wow, the face is like fading away into, I don't know, you know, losing the conscience a little bit. I like the nose also. This has a lot of quality. Really like that. Wow. This is like European art nouveau meets Akira, huh? A little bit. This is more like Christmas kind of thing. Whoops. This is also nice. The fingers. Look at the fingers. Super long fingers. Wow. I really don't get why artists are upset about this when you can have so much inspiration from that and then create like crazy stuff with that. Why did the AI discard the road the attended life? Of course, don't miss the AI hilarity. Ah, okay, I see. I see. 100 credits in a day. Nice website. Thanks for suggestion. 100 credits in a day. All right, but don't, please, Duffler, don't spam the chat with kind of like messages, even if they're nice messages. Okay, but let's go back here and find some more inspirations. By the way, when you scroll down on Pinterest, you can find more inspirations. We just have to look a little bit so we don't get some kind of nudie stuff in here, which they also have. And there's so much AI stuff already. It's kind of difficult to find actual artistic works. Whoa. Whoa. Hello. Look at this. Ooh. Damn. That is an interesting image. Okay, I want to save that. And then we don't always have to combine two things together, although this is also a very cool style. Whoa. Hello. Okay, let's combine these two. See what we get from that. A little bit of art as extravaganza today. I could have uploaded both files together, didn't do that. Yes, and then I want to have the information from this one. Holding the child head with the flowers growing out. That's a great idea. Blue fox with a girl with wings holds an orange ball. No. With wings holding. Oh, wings? No, there's no wings. Holding an orange baby head. Flowers growing out of the head. Blue and orange contrast. There we go. I don't know any of these names. The cool thing is you can also click here and then you can see some interesting like artworks, what the style is like, so you get a little bit of a better idea. Maybe this one, huh? Let's add this one here in the style of Tomer Hanukkah. There we go. Boom shakalaka. Let's see what we get from that. But so far, I have to say I'm really happy with the creation. Look at that. Very nice. I'm still a fan of this one. Show don't tell. Yes, you will get your own art style from that. I usually publish some of my checkpoints, but also I'm keeping some for myself, which is good. I mean, we have to have some like unique, not like proprietary, but you know, like artists keeping their models to themselves for the reason of having something that is uniquely your style. I talked about that with a friend of mine, and he's like, an interesting thing about art is the artistic process where over time you develop something through time, through the process, through your experience, and only through time and the process you can gain an understanding of why that process happens in a certain way. While on the other hand, if you don't know that, the problem is that you just create random stuff without any kind of deeper meaning. So you have to like work yourself through the process of finding something that is deeper than just the shallow idea that you have when you start out. And that can take years actually to find that. This is pretty cool. We don't really have the split open head. This is kind of also nice where the head of the wolf is splitting open and another wolf is coming out of it. Kind of interesting. Not exactly like deep artistically. It's kind of a overdone thing, but it's pretty nice. Really nice. Oh, there we have another thing where we have a, like you can see, like there's kind of like a baby or a girl or something in here under the head of the fox. That's kind of interesting. Classic symbolism, also wearing the wolf skin and stuff like that, but still interesting, you know? Has a little bit of potential, huh? Let's rerun this and now we can see. I usually say Hababa. What is Hababa? Do you know where I can get an updated video on how to make checkpoints? I actually wanted to do one and then I forgot about that. But I don't think too much has changed about how to make checkpoints. Although there is like more refined information on how to get better results from that. I really should do a video though about that. I will reach out to that. I have like a guy who's really an expert on this kind of training, and I wanted to make a video with him about how to train a model and or how to train a LoRa. So I have to reach out to him again. It's interesting. There's some interesting stuff happening here. Huh. Fun. You can also suggest stuff if you want to. You can't share links, but you can like put some ideas into the chat if you want to. This is also nice. I like these kind of images here. It's also kind of an interesting question now. Which of these works are AI created? Which of these are actual artistic works? Right? There's a lot of similarity in these kind of images. Let me open up a new one here, and then maybe we can find split person art. Is that something? What the hell? There we have something like that with the splitting open. Let's click on this, and then we can find some more stuff that's maybe a little bit less. Ooh, this is also like, there's a lot of classic stuff. And you can easily see that a lot of stuff has been done like so often. So finding something new, finding some new answers and stuff is not that easy. And that's kind of the process, right? What the hell is going on here? That's interesting. But maybe we download one like this and see where that goes with the fox, right? Oops, that's the wrong one. Let's reuse this and then just exchange this image for the other image and see where we get with that. I want to see if that is like actually blue fox with wings, head split open, growing out of the head with a woman and flowers growing out of the head. A woman face. Let's see what we get from that. The Asian girl one is crazy. Which one was the Asian girl one? I have too much stuff open here. Asian girl one? Which one was that? I mean, it's really hard to tell now, right? But this one with the mirror, this one, that's also kind of a classic thing. Also in photography, it's kind of a classic thing to do it like that. But it's pretty cool. How about asking the AI to create an intergalactic sushi bar scene? Some space sushi. It's space sushi. Okay. All right. Let's see what we get here. 1 second. Ooh. Oh. Okay. It's getting really weird. All right. It's getting really strange in here. Oh, I like that one. It's almost like a robot inside. That's very strange. Okay. With also the flowers on the head. I think we're asking a little bit too much in the prompt, maybe. This is kind of strange also. And there we have it, like split in the middle and a hole in the head, and there is some other thing in the head. Wow. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Let's simplify this a little bit. Take out the flowers. And then let's try this again. Yeah, you can try. You can train your own art. Absolutely. By the way, like also Midjourney is very good at doing that. I did that with an artist friend. Because I found that for him the easiest way, rather than learning how to train models and LoRa's and install the software and understand all the settings and stuff like that, just make an account for Midjourney and then upload the style, and you have style reference, which is also very nice, which you can't use here in the alpha side. They haven't included that yet, but as you can see, you can like very easily create things, and he creates stuff that is very close to his artistic style but finds new ideas with that. So yeah, that is pretty interesting, pretty amazing. Wow. And very strange. Oh wow. Okay, there's also this, which is kind of like a werewolf inside of the fox, and the neck is human though. Pretty cool. There's another eye up there. Interesting. Okay. Is this website version of Midjourney available for anyone? It is available for people who have more than 5,000 creations. So if you get the normal version and then you really work through creating like a maniac for a couple of days, I guess you can come to 5,000 and then get access to the alpha. As far as I know, it's 5,000 still. It might be less now. I'm not quite sure. I think they should like open it up to more people because I feel like already it's pretty good of what you can do. Oh, this is the other one. Let's find some other ideas here. This is also a very nice style here. We could use, I want it like this is very nice. Let me make a combination of this and the other one. 1 second. Let's upload this. And then I want that. And then portrait of a cyborg girl, close up style of Akira and Ghost in the Shell. Line art, let's say white, blue, and red. Okay, let's see what we get from that. We can also do other stuff than just portraits if you want to. Has anyone ever used Ultra Forge or Filter Forge? Filter Forge I've used in the past before AI. I have not used it since AI. But Filter Forge is very good as a software to create your own filters for Photoshop, but it's also very slow. It was very slow in the past. I'm not sure if they have improved that at all. Ultra Forge I haven't even heard about. Is this from the same company or is it something different? Whoa, I don't wanna block anything. No, go away. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Ultra Forge. Ah, it's also from Filter Forge. Okay. Huh? Is this new or is it old? 250. Holy crap. Okay. Ultra Forge AI. I mean, probably is a new one. And then Filter Forge is the old one, where you can create all these kind of filters. But truth to be told, most of these filters don't look that good as they look here on the website. Like they show you a lot of cool effects and stuff like that. But most of the time it more looks like that and then often not even that good. So you can do very interesting experimental stuff, but you have to really experiment a lot with the nodes and stuff to actually create something nice. And then still the creation process is very slow. So it's a cool idea, but I think the ComfUI is miles ahead of what they have right now. Not quite sure though. I have not tried that. Interface looks interesting, but if you have ComfUI and everything is for free, and you have thousands upon thousands of different nodes, and it's free, why would you pay $250 to get basically the same stuff? Okay, let's go back here. Ooh, interesting. Wow, okay. Very nice. Man. You see, like it has this kind of reference point of these big eyes from that image. And then it has this kind of like fine line art style from this image. That is really cool. Look how nicely the nose and the lips are formed out by these little tiny lines, and the coloring very smooth. Very good. And you have this kind of cyborg theme in here with that mask. Very nice, very nice. Let's run this again and make it like no flowers. Hey, thank you very much, Robert, for the donation. I tried following a video on making checkpoints, but the UI on the software is different and I can't get it. You mean for thank you very much again for the donation, for the support. Do you mean like for Koya SS, or do you have another software that you're using for that? Try let me know. The style reference is not as open and versatile as in ComfUI. I'm not sure about that. I wouldn't really like agree to that. And also the thing is, Midjourney can create a lot more different objects than Stable Diffusion can, because most of the models are not trained on these objects, right? So this also, like, admittedly is classic portrait stuff, but if you want to have like something else, let's try, for example, did she of let's see what we get from this. Oh, I did the wrong ratio, but I guess let's try a different ratio. I'm not sure if this is going to create anything amazing. Like, usually you have to try around with the prompt to find something. But I mean, just by going to the explore page, you can see that there is so much different variety in things that this is doing, on different styles, on different settings, on different like objects that are created, stuff like that. And when you go to Civet AI, you just have a very different experience, right? Civet AI, I hope it's like, did I filter everything out here? PG, blur, yes. Okay, good. Images. Not loading right now. Oh, there we go. So you can see, like, when you scroll through this, almost everything looks kind of the same style. It's always this kind of slick digital art style, and either it's a little bit 3D, it's a little bit more painted, but it's basically all in that kind of area. And it's mostly like this kind of center point characters, different styles, of course, but you can see that there is way less variety on what is created, the style that is used, the artistic background, stuff like that. Whoa, okay. Compared to what is created on Midjourney, because Midjourney just can, like, for example, this. How would you create this? Maybe it's possible in Stable Diffusion. I don't know how I would prompt for this, but Midjourney can do it. So that's kind of the difference, is that you have just more openness inside of Midjourney for the artistic style of what you want to create, right? Because it can do so much stuff. Like, for example, these kind of maps. I don't know if Stable Diffusion even can do good maps, or if there is a model for maps. I don't know. I'm actually look here. Let's see, map. Does it do maps? Let's go to images here. Yeah, you see? No, not good. None of that looks good in any form or way. I mean, this is kind of cool, but then it doesn't really work. This is kind of nice. It's not really a map, though. So Stable Diffusion is cool for a lot of things, but it's also not cool for a lot of other things, you know? And then the problem is, like, if you want to go out of that normal thing you can do with a Stable Diffusion. Oh, now we're like kind of stuck in the maps. If you want to go out of that range, you're very fast hitting the limits. This is the same thing that I see when I try to use it with Krita, is simply that it's very... Why is it going back to maps? Can we please go away from that? It's very hard to create anything other than the style that is already there, you know? That is the problem I had with Krita, that you want to do something else. Like, how would you create this kind of style here, this kind of thing, with Stable Diffusion? With a model, like, let's say you don't train your own model on that style, you just want to create that. How would you do that? Maybe you can do it with IPA, I don't know. But there's certainly no model that is made for that, right? So yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. Or something like this, you know? Maybe it can do it, but not sure about that. And here you can rest assured it can do that, right? Plus, the other thing about Midjourney is it has a much better artistic understanding of what is going on, right? So for example, here in this scene, you have a very clear separation between blue light and orange lights. And in a way that kind of also makes sense for the scene, right? And that's kind of also important. Again, here you have a separation between brown tones and orange tones. And it kind of works with the composition, stuff like that. So it has a little bit of better understanding with the things you want to create, right? Anyways, ink splash. Let's see an Android fox juggling gears of circuits. We can try that. Let's just pop that in here without any other description. Oh, it's going back to the style. So for experimentation, I find like this is really, really nice to find some ideas, and then you can still switch over to Midjourney, to Stable Diffusion to do some more other styles. You know, it all has its upsides and downsides, right? Ooh, this is also nice. We can combine this. But I think also like a lot of people want to have, oh, interesting. A lot of people want to have the convenience of working fast and not caring about the technology behind it. And just like stay in the moment while not having to worry about any kind of settings or model downloads or prompt words or style words or any kind of stuff like that. You just like put in the information and out comes the image. And you can just like focus on your artistic process. And I think both of them are kind of important for the AI world, for the creative area. Because on the one side, you want to have AI to be out of the way and be a helper in the background that doesn't interrupt your artistic process or creative process or work process. But then on the other hand, you also want to have a lot of control over it, which Midjourney does not provide, doesn't have any sophisticated control tools like Stable Diffusion has, right? With ComfyUI and ControlNet and IPA and all these kind of things. So there's a balance between it. It depends. I think it depends where you are in your creative process. It does work with cinematography. We use teal and orange in shadows. This creates the Witcher stuff, you know. The Witcher stuff, but in shadows, not in like clever trickery, but extremely effective. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it can do some stuff. It's often very difficult to figure out what to put in the prompt to actually get it. But it can do some of the stuff, but not all of the stuff. And Midjourney is the same thing. Midjourney can do some of the stuff, but not all of the stuff. So it's good to have multiple tools, right? Like, I mean, like always, you won't find an artist or a creative or anyone who is just using one tool as their main work tool and nothing else ever. That doesn't make sense. Everybody has like a palette of different things that they're using, right? There we go. Why is this stuck now? Or do I have to reload the page? Let's see. Now it's back at 0%. Okay. I guess we're getting into the time where everybody is getting off work and just like jumping into the creative process. We can also we can find some more stuff we want to use here. We can also do like more than just faces. What else could we do? Landscapes, robots, machines, cityscapes. Let's see what creative landscapes we have. Ooh, look at that. So that's pretty cool. I mean, wait. I just saw this one. I want to create that. A guy riding a bee. I want to have that. Okay, we need to pop this in here right now just to see what happens. A man. Oh, a tiny man riding a flying bee. I want to see what this does. Let's hope it's gonna be good. It's stuck. Right now it's stuck. I hope it's not like completely broken or anything, because sometimes that happens with Midjourney. Okay, and then let's go back here. Landscape. I mean, this is pretty cool. There's so many artistic styles out there. And this is kind of the one thing I don't like about how the open source community is organized right now, is there is like a million art styles, and it all looks like there is like 3 art styles in all of the universe and nothing else exists, you know? Everything is this kind of super candy colored, very slick, very sophisticated, very detailed style, and nothing else is ever there. And it's kind of like there's so much more to art, right? Whoa, we're getting the image. Oh. All right. I mean, that is pretty cool. It almost worked. There is no guy here. He's kind of ripping off the he's fighting the bee. That is pretty cool. And this guy's trying to jump on the bee. He hasn't reached the riding state yet. He's just like still in the process of capturing his bee. All right, maybe let's rerun that. I want to also have like a tiny riding a flying bee like a war horse. Let's see if it can do anything with that. And then also, 1 second, we're gonna change the ratio here so we get something that's more landscape, because maybe the ratio is a little bit of the problem. And this is stuck, so let's rerun this because it's not going anywhere. And then let's go back to this. It's what people like. You can say it's a small Instagram. I don't think it's what people like, to be honest. I think it's just what it's created, and it's like popular and it's easy to use, and people don't know how to do it differently. I think that's more the thing than actual people liking just that style, right? Because on other pages you just see much more variety than that. Yeah, but they're using the same models. Like everybody is using the same 10 models. I think that's more of the reason behind that. Whoa, there's some pretty cool stuff in here. Look at that. Wow. Probably a lot of that also being AI created. The frog. That's cool. Interesting. Huh. Okay, let's have a check here. 1 second. Oh. Half man, half bee. All right. Okay, so it's very confused about what's going on here. It's not able to create that kind of image. Strange. I thought it would be better at creating that. Oh, this one is nice. This one is very nice. Look at that. His hand is completely pooped, but the rest is pretty amazing. The way he sits on there, he has no legs whatsoever. But wow, that is cool. He looks in the right direction. Woo, that is really nice. That's a nice one. There we go. This is also kind of cool. It looks like a photo bashing that hasn't been finished. Like an unskilled photo bashing, but still pretty cool, to be honest. This is also nice, but again, like not really happening. Oh, this is also not too bad. He even has a rocket engine on his back. They all lack the legs for some reason. Very interesting. Huh. By the way, okay, 1 second. Ashoka, what's her name? No, her name is not shit. Her name is what? What's her name? Sith Padawan? What's her name? The hell? IMDb. 1 second. What's her name? There we go. Shin Hati. Well, it has shit in there. It's almost like there's like it has all the letters it needs for that. Shin Hati. There we go. Do you have a type? By the way, do you have a type? Because that is like, okay, that looks really terrible. This kind of plastic figure here, but yeah. Is there a nice portrait of her? This one maybe. That looks a little bit strange. There's not a single nice portrait of her. Ooh, this one is nice. Do you have a high resolution? This is also nice. Looks a bit strange here. Ooh. Okay, let's take this one. Do we have a nice close-up? Can take this one. Okay, so let's try to make a mix here. Let's upload these two images. And then maybe use this and this also from the Ashoka Disney show portrait. And then let's give some information here. Right, all right. Foot of an Indian woman, blonde woman with bangs and shoulder-length hair in the style of Ashoka Tano. Oh, there's a lot of information in here. Okay, let's add this in the style of Star as a character. Okay, let's put this here because that's not her. She's wearing a black turtleneck shirt. No. Black and gray. Sleeveless armor. Any Leibowitz? Let's give it a shot. Right. Okay. We haven't looked at these images, but personally, like this, I don't know why, but this is so much my style. My type, I should say, not my style. My type is this kind of like, where's the good image from before? This one here, maybe? You know, like slender, small, like from the stature, short blonde hair, and this kind of like a little bit ruffian kind of type. For some reason, I don't know. I always like tend to float towards these kind of characters in different shows. Like also Chen V. There's this other woman. I don't know what her name is. I'm not good with names though, but what's her name? This one, her. Same type, same kind of character. Perfect. Film style? Okay, let's see what we get from this. Ooh. Okay, I mean, that's pretty close. It's not exactly what I wanted to have. So let's use this again. 1 second. Fine line drawing. Okay, let's take this out. Line art, earthy brown colors. There we go. Okay. The character pukes. What do you mean by that? Well, what does puke? Not sure about that. Designing energetic Asian chick. What? With spooky style and vibrant flair. Okay. From Sacramento, it's 5 minutes to noon. Okay, cool. Good to know. It's gross. What do you mean? Oh, there we go. It doesn't really look like her. This one maybe a little bit. Pretty nice. Huh. By the way, does anybody know? Sorry, this is like different, but does anybody know when you look at her face in some of the shots, Let me find that real quick. This one? Yes. Look at this image here. Why does she have this kind of star pattern on her face? Is that kind of a story thing because she doesn't have that in real life, so they had to make this? I don't think she has it in real life. And it looks like a star constellation, right? Like a star sign like we have, right? Why is this here? Does this have any kind of Star Wars meaning or something? Why is this kind of like these dots? I don't think it's natural. It's kind of like a... I mean, the star chart has a lot to do with the Ahsoka. Is it Ahsoka or Ashoka show? But anyways, okay, let's go back to this one. By the way, we could like have this style. That would also be nice. 1 second. Let me use this and then put her image in here. This one. Portrait of damn, I forgot the name. There's no show. 1 second. Close up. Grim face expression. There we go. I have a real simulation here. I need to make it snow inside a car. I have the image of a car defined. How can I do this? If you already have the image of a car, I actually made a video about that. Like, you can find snow overlays, snow video overlays. Snow falling video overlay. And then you can just like superimpose it onto the... you see stuff like that? Here? This kind of thing? I mean, maybe not that. That's a little bit too Christmassy, but you can find better ones, and you can just like go into a video software and just mask the area out and put that in. That might be easier to achieve than what you want to do. You see, there's a lot of different ones here. Okay, they don't look anything like her, but still kind of cool. Yeah, you can do some pretty cool stuff with that. It didn't hit the face, so I guess for this actually Stable Diffusion would be better. Or maybe if we mix her face, but with actually just a drawing of something, but not a face. So it's not confused over what the face should look like, right? It's not, I made it up. Was? Just kidding. Puke monster? I don't know if Midjourney can do that. I don't know if Midjourney is happy to do that. Let's look for strange art here, because I want to do some strange stuff. Holy crap. Okay, we already like entered the what is going on right now. Oh my god. Oh. Monday mornings, my friends. Monday mornings. There we go. Yeah, just sucking out your brain. There we go. Oh man. Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay. I want to see that. I want to see Midjourney do that. Let's do some fun stuff here. Let's upload this. Okay. And should we mix it with anything or no? Let's just use this maybe. Strange art of two humans with all right, let's see what we get from that. All right, let's go on. Let's find some more crazy stuff here. Oh my god, what is going on? There we go. Okay. Wow. Ooh, look at that. There's so much like very strange stuff out there. How about that? That is also pretty cool, huh? Let's also download that. I want to see if it can create like versions of that. I kind of like deleted that information, but anyway, yeah. Okay, okay. Good, 1 second. Let me upload this and then we snag the style from it and see what we get from that. Come on, be quick. Let's take the long one here. Not even going to read that. Just put it in there. And then we're going to look at this. Look at that. How cool is this? Wow. Okay. It's kind of interesting. Yeah. I mean, the floating thing up here is not so cool, but the rest? Damn, that's strange. Inception movie. Yeah, we can rerun that and put that in. It's actually a good idea. Where is it? Inception movie. Let me copy that over. Waterfall, Inception movie, cinematic. Should we put like horror or eerie? Eerie. Let's put eerie. Okay. And then I want to run this again, but I want to have at the start GoPro wide angle camera scene. I can never remember the difference between angle and angel, but I think I often write it right. Yes, I write it right. Okay, good. Write it correctly is actually the word I'm looking for. Oh, look at this. Holy moly. How cool is that? How nice is this? Wow. Okay. You're right. I should have like actually set up 2 computers so we can compare the IPA version versus the Midjourney version. But I don't think IPA would create something that looks like this from the source that we had, because this looks like it's almost perfect. That is like, holy crap, that's really good. And here we have the other ones. Oh, also nice. I mean, this is also what I like here is like, look at the idea of having just one horn in the middle, but not like a unicorn horn, but an actual like these kind of bendy horns going in all kinds of direction, but also not a correct horn, but it's in the middle. And then the head looks like porcelain. It's really cool. There's so much nice ideas in there, you know? This is like a really inspiration machine, basically. Look at that. It's also very nice with these oversized hats. Pretty cool, like that. How about creating a character dressed? It's not so much about creating this and that. It's more about like mixing stuff together that we find. Photograph of a girl in blue eyes and white hair with dress, black nebula blending with stray background, realistic female. So what is that about? Your prompt for now. Oh. 1000? Yes, I love 1000. I was thinking about maybe I should make my channel like he does. If you don't know 1000, you should check him out. Because right now I have to change something about my channel, and I'm not sure if my community would like that. Then on the other hand, if I look at my statistics, I think a lot of the community is already on other channels anyways. So not sure if that matters. But I kind of like it's lacking the creative endeavor, you know, doing something, creating something rather than just explaining things. This is so cool. There's some really interesting stuff happening here. Very nice. Huh. The hell? Ah, there we go. What did we say before? Oh, yes, 1000. I forgot about that. 1 second. This is Invoke 4.2. I'm not sure if I should do a video about that. I have to check that out. This is the 1000. This is the guy. He's a graffiti artist. He's very consistent with his style. He does really cool stuff. And yeah, he's just like he's showing his artistic career with YouTube, and I think it's a mix of him being a good artist who uses YouTube to show his life, but also then uses YouTube to build his career, basically, right? So it's a mix in there, and he does it in a very nice way. And in the recent years, he has adapted more of this kind of YouTube way of, hey, look, I'm doing this kind of project. But he does it in a very smart way. Like, for example, he takes like empty spray cans and then paints them, 100 of them, and then auctions them off after the video, which makes content, it gives artistic output, and it creates money for him at the same time. It's like a very, very nice, smart combination of these kind of things, you know? Might be a thing, you know. I think this is what I talked also about in the photography video, you know, like at a certain point you have to ask yourself, like, maybe I should throw everything away and do a fresh start, or maybe I should like change, or maybe I should like do the same stuff. It's not so easy to figure stuff out, well, what you want to do, right? This is also crazy. Look at that. Look at this one here. What is going on? What is going on? I want to see what Midjourney does with this. Man, there's some crazy stuff in here right now. Okay. Oh, these are the GoPro images. Oh, that is also not bad. I have to say, it's pretty cool. Wow, look at that. It has this kind of fisheye, a little bit like action style camera thing. Interesting. This not so much though. Oh, and there we have the water on the top. Pretty cool. Interesting. Very nice. I like the faces here. It's a mix of like horns, but it also looks like fish because they are bent in a way that look very like fluid and stuff. Like a liquid, like octopus tentacles, like very squishy. Interesting. I forgot what I was talking about before. Oh, these guys here. Yes, these guys. Let's do that. Claimed Cosmos? I have basically claimed Cosmos? What? Celestial girl with radiant blue eyes. There you see. 1 second. Let me find the prompt for here. As long as there's no nudie stuff in there. Oil painting depicts a humanoid animal with 2 human heads. What are the artistic styles? Can we see some? Whoa, okay. The benefit here also with these links is you can find some very interesting new artists you've never heard about. This is actually more the style I'm looking for. Let's delete this. This is amazing. We can also put this in here with the celestial girl without a style. Should we do a style reference? Celestial girl with radiant blue eyes and ethereal white hair dissolving into a black nebula with Gemini stars pulsating in the background. Should we do? Let's render it like this, and then try it again and put some image reference here from maybe from this image. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Not at all the reference of the image. We could rerun this. It's pretty. Oh, I just clicked on rerun. I forgot about. Okay, 1 second. IW3. There we go. Let's have a look at this again. Wow. Okay. Who comes up with that? I think also like a lot of interesting things of AI is to see the craziness it creates, and then trying to figure out what could it mean. It's like seeing something inside of a cloud, but then again, you can pull some information from that. Like, for example, a classic artistic technique is to go for random things, like either throw things on the ground, rip it up, throw it on the ground, see what it creates, or looking at different like abstract shapes that are random, like shadows, stuff like that, and then try to draw based on that, to have an inspiration that is uncoupled from your logic reasoning, right? And AI can do that in a very interesting way also. Look at this. Wow. There's a lot of potential in there, huh? I help with what? You basically say in the cosmos. Thanks for making tutorial videos to help me a lot. Thank you very much. That's always good to hear. Spooky hybrids. Fish, human, frog, glowing web fingers. Doffler is going really wild today with the prompts. We can put some in here though. Let's put the whole text in here. There we go. Negative, creepy, man. We don't want scary anyone. Not scary. This is also pretty cool. I don't know why it has this kind of skin texture. That's a little bit strange. And this is also, they have a mix between like monkeys and ghosts and ghouls, and it's very strange. And then the haircut up here, and these kind of like, what kind of ears are those? Also kind of like fantasy style ears. Very interesting. So here we have the other, oh. Okay, you see, like this is the classic kind of a little bit boring thing that you get out of Midjourney, classic Midjourney style. And then mixed with the style reference, you can get some more like abstract craziness. Maybe create something from that, maybe find something in that. I like that we have this kind of like ice phoenix here or something like that, floating out, and in the background you have a little bit of a cosmos in there. She has all these kind of ornaments on the face. The eye looks a little bit like a cosmic explosion. So a lot of stuff going in there. You can maybe see inside of the images. Also here, she's kind of like, is she fading away into the background, or what's the meaning? What is happening here, right? Very cool. Very nice. It's pretty cool stuff. Very interesting. What else do we have here? Oh, it's getting wild. It's getting wild. So this is with the stronger image reference of IW3. So the strongest way to take the image into consideration. Holy moly! Oh wow! It's what the hell is going on? Okay. The way he's hugging the other guy. The guy on the left looks a little bit like Elon Musk, don't you think? And oh wow. Don't you think like the left guy looks a little bit like Elon Musk and the right guy looks a little bit like Zuckerberg? A little bit, just a hint. Oh boy, oh boy. It would be funny to like superimpose it, like the actual faces onto that and post that. Oh man. That's a good one. I like that one. Oh man. Oh, this is even stranger, creepier. What the hell? And these kind of horns. Why is the horn always in the middle? What is going on here? Gremlin ears. That's a good idea, actually. There we go. Gremlin ears. Girl goddess in the style of Tok. Who is Tok? MJ12 character. Sizzler Tok. I don't know what that is. And look at these sophisticated gentlemen here. Ooh, they have even like how do you say here? Collar, neck, like a collar here. Very nice. What the hell is going on? Oh wow. Okay, these are very creepy. Oh no. No. Ugh, the collars are very strange and eerie. Damn, and the red swollen necks. Ugh. Okay. Okay, what else do we have here? Wait a second. There's more. There's more? Did I create so many? Wow. Damn. Oh my god. That is crazy. You know, I also think that AI is going to really change our perspective on artistic works because we will have an overflow of highly sophisticated artistic works that at the same time are created by AI, but in comparison to that, the actual human skill of actual drawing and painting these images will look a little bit unskilled over time because you realize that not everybody is a master. Not everybody is really, really amazing at painting and drawing, which of course is just normal. We are just humans, but the machine is much better than that. And I think it's the same thing you have with um, industrial objects, like any kind of like thing you use in everyday life, which is perfect technically from the form down to a degree of a millimeter. And then you have handcrafted things, which are either not made well or they are made by a master craftsman, and that because of that very expensive, you know. So yeah, it's really interesting to like have this kind of difference in there, right? That is crazy. Look at that. Holy moly. The suit he's wearing with all of these like drawings on there. Such a strange world. What the hell is going on? And these eyes, they look so empty. It's amazing. Wow. That is so cool. Huh. Isn't that amazing? 7-Eleven in Vienna? No, there's no 70. Ah, this is from Thailand. I brought these from Thailand because every time you pick up some ice, you get one of those for the biggest size of ice cup you can take. Like, by the way, classic. Um, this is a classic German hobby. Basically, is to be stingy, right? So what I did is they have these kind of like pre-made coffees where you can just like have like they have like sludge, like the like this kind of like with ice mixed with orange and stuff like that, and next to that they have like coffee, and they have also Thai chai, right? So you can have a like a small cup of coffee from that, and then you take a full cup of ice and you take a small bottle of water, and with that you fill up, because this is completely ice then, right? You fill half of the cup of coffee and half of the bottle of water, so you get a complete cup of that, which stays cold for hours even in the heat. And then when the coffee is gone and you have even half of the cup ice left, you fill it up again with the coffee and the water. So all day long you can drink coffee in that size, and it costs like $1 or $2, and it's kind of like, I don't know why. I don't, it's not that I have to save the money. It's just fun, you know. For some reason, it's just fun to find these little loopholes of, hey, I didn't, I drank nice coffee all day long and had to pay anything for it, or like very very little. Mm. Hieronymus Bosch, yes, absolutely. There we go. Man, there's some cool stuff going on today. What the hell is this? Look at that guy. Wow. You see, that is what I mean about Midjourney. It's artistic art is also about finding things, not just creating stuff, but finding things, being inspired by just like looking around and being in the process and experimenting, especially if you haven't developed your own style yet. And Midjourney just creates the craziest shit ever. Um, and you can find some things where I say, "Oh wow, that's actually cool. I want to dive deeper into that." Holy crap, that is crazy. I would like to see that guy, but kind of mixed with kind of a cosmic background, like he's in a cosmic nebula or something. We can actually do that. I can use this as an image reference, and then we can also use the prompt. Whoops, 1 second. Let's try it again. There we go. Glowing eyes, web fingers. Blah, 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 blah. Sitting inside a cosmic nebula is a giant spooky blah. Okay, let's see what we get from that. I don't know. It's like these kind of artistic explorations of just, I don't know, crazy. The hell is going on? Who creates this stuff? What is what? Look at that. What's happening right now? Who does this kind of stuff? What? Ah, the face down here, perfect. Oh man, oh man. Oh god, what the heck is going on here? That is some very strange art. Look at these guys here. And like, not only who is creating that, but who is buying that? Are people like putting that stuff in their home? They hanging this on the wall? I don't know. I mean, maybe they do, or maybe you put it on a shirt or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to have that in my kitchen as a decoration. What the ah! What the hell is going on here today? What? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, AI is not that crazy. AI is crazy, but not that crazy. Okay, we have to like put this in here. Okay, it didn't like pick up on the cosmic nebula. Maybe we find an image like that. 1 second. Cosmic nebula. That looks good. Or no, this is too detailed. Yeah, let's try this one. And then we run this again. Use, upload, image, style reference. There we go. Let's run this again. And then I want to see what it does with this kind of thing. Where is it? There is it. Okay. Let's just write very strange art. Should we put the artist from before? I think that might be a good idea. What was it? Ah, there we go. Vladimir Kush. I'm sure he's smoking a lot of Kush to get these kind of crazy ideas. But let's see. You give it to people you don't really like. Ah, that's a good idea. Yes. Yeah. Just give it to your what is it called? It's like stepmother or something. No, the mother-in-law. Give it to the mother-in-law. Oh, there we go. It's becoming a little bit more cosmic. Look at that. Cosmic frog. The Cosmo frog. Can we, let's use this, and then can I add this image somehow? Oh, that works. I didn't even know. Okay, cool. So I can say use, and then I can go here and use this. Oh, I can also use it as a style. Ah, shit, I forgot about that. Ah, yes, we have here the style thing. I completely forgot about that. So we can actually use it as a style reference. Okay, let's see how it does like that. Oh my, holy moly, look at that. That is crazy. This is, I mean, I like that one, to be honest. That's kind of cool. It has a mix of like, it has a little bit of like Dali in there, maybe. For some reason, I don't know. For some reason, I like it. That's pretty cool. These kind of houses. There's a little house on top of here. I enjoy this image. That's it's kind of nice, you know? This is creepy. Oh, this is this borrows from the Cats movie. I really tried to watch it, and I made it like 10 minutes, and then I couldn't take it anymore. It's just like very, very bad. People who smoke kush don't do art like that. That's true. Oh man, oh man. Hey, I have this story from Amsterdam where because it doesn't really like affect me too much, and then I tried it for a week with a friend, and it didn't really work. We tried all kinds of things, and then on the last day, I thought, okay, let's. I'm on my own. I have to wait for the flight. Let's go to one of these coffee shops and try a pure one, strong one, pure one. Just sit there, smoke it slowly, take my time. And nothing happened. I was just sitting there. Nothing happened. I thought, okay, nothing is happening. I have to go to my flight, and I get up and I take my oh man, I take my suitcase and try to go, and suddenly everybody has very like small bodies but very big heads like a balloon. And apparently I was moving really slow trying to leave the cafe, and they had like this kind of automatic door, and I was apparently just standing there like just looking around with my suitcase, and a guy said, bro, you are really high. Oh man, and I tried to make my way to the train station, and I always like every 5 seconds I forgot what is happening. So I was like, oh god, I have to go to the train station. So I walked a little bit and I forgot what's going on, and then again I was like, oh, I have to go to the train station. And I personally I felt like that walk to the train station, it took like a week. It was crazy, like really crazy time stretch, you know. Ah. But that was really nice. That was a really cool experience. And crazy enough, they have these like everywhere in Amsterdam. They have these shops where they sell these kind of paintings with these magic mushrooms in all kinds of crazy colors and the aliens and stuff like that. And in that moment, I looked at that and I thought, that makes so much sense. Afterwards, I have no idea why I thought that, but at that moment, it made a lot of sense to me, these kind of pictures. And it was like, you see, like it was really, I don't know, it was very strange how the mind is actually like really changing to a very different state. Not just like of illusions and stuff happening, but actually understanding stuff you usually don't understand. Interesting, very strange, and very cool. Very cool experience, to be honest. There we go, Cosmic Frog. Yeah, I didn't try anything stronger than that, though. I'm a little bit afraid of what might happen. Maybe the mind goes too far. Just a passing comment, no pun intended. Try this song, Kush Dr. Dre. Oh, okay. By the way, strangely enough, even though Thailand is kind of conservative, and the form of Buddhism they have there is also rather conservative, like almost Protestant in the style of how it's happening, they have legalized weed. You can smoke it there. You can buy it there. There's a lot of shops. Not this kind of, what is it called? OCD? OPC? What is it called? That stuff that doesn't really do anything. Not that, but the actual thing. You can buy it there legally and smoke it, no problem. Germany doesn't have that yet. They are apparently more conservative than that. That's very strange, very strange. Okay, let's go on here. I thought I put in more stuff, but anyways, let's run this a couple more times and then find some more images. Well, how long is the stream, by the way? 1 hour 29. I feel like this stream had a lot of content, by the way. CBD. Oh yes, CBD. There we go. Yes. Cosmic Olivio. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And then like after that worked, I returned like a year later or something like that, and we just like smoke it every day because I knew what to get, But I don't use it here in Vienna or anyway, because for me it has a huge impact on my, how do you say, not the blood pressure, but what you say, like when the heart suddenly gets very fast and stuff like that, it has like a real health impact. So if it's like shitty low quality stuff, it's too risky for me to try it at all. So I have to go to a place where I can actually get it legally, so you know what you're getting, you know. Otherwise, I might like, ugh, okay, this is getting very strange here. Let's try some other place. What the fuck, Humpty Dumpty? Oh man, what is going on today? Ugh, ugh. Holy moly, who is doing stuff like that? Yeah, Ridley Scott movie. I was thinking the same thing. What the hell? But I want to see what Midjourney is doing with that. By the way, does Midjourney filter the image content or just the prompts? Because there might be kind of a loophole. Of course, you don't want to risk losing your account, but I'm just saying, if it's not looking at the image, just looking at the prompts, maybe you can render something without even saying anything, you know? Very strange. Portrait art, and then say raw photo in this case, because I want this to be this kind of photographic style. For some strange reason, I kind of dig this artistic style. I don't know why. I mean, these are not specifically great, but some of them, they have something, you know? I don't know why. They have this kind of eerie, strange otherworldliness, you know? Do you like this kind of situation, like in dreams, when you experience something that doesn't make sense, but at the same time makes complete sense in the dream? You know what I mean? I feel like these are kind of my favorite kind of dreams, is this kind of situation where you're outside of normal logic, but at the same time it just feels right. It just feels good. It just feels okay, right? You know? Meat cost me a little. The quirky German frog with China. Okay. Oh man. Oh god, there we go. So there's some pretty cool stuff here, to be honest. Oh, there's our cosmic frog again. We've already seen that, but I like this one for some reason. Pretty cool, very nice. Have you printed the hell? Oh, okay, all right, wow, huh? This is also nice. Wow. It looks like at the same time she has some stuff on her face that is same time liquid and solid. But not in a way where you have some liquid stuff on top of some solid stuff, but it's just like it feels, it's kind of, and also not like cello, but actually, you know, like hard water. I don't know how to describe it. You know what I mean? Look at that. Very strange. But looks amazing. Wow. Crazy. I don't even know how you would create that, like, actually, other than, of course, digitally inside of Photoshop or stuff like that. But actually create that? No idea. Wow. Amazing. This is very kind of, oops, very kind of creepy also. And this one is really also very nice. It's kind of like the roses are growing out of her skin and are kind of like made from flesh, but also made from flower. P.I. praises you very much. I've heard great things about his work. What? Great things about his work. P.I. praises you very much. What does that mean? There is a problem with this type of art and the law of attraction. This type of art will give you nightmares and unexpected manifestations in real life. Something to note. Does it? Maybe. I mean, but there's also good. Do you have good nightmares? You know what I mean? Like where it is kind of like a nightmare, but you also enjoy it. You enjoy the experience of the nightmare, even though it is a nightmare? Do you have that or not? I had once a dream where I was lost inside of like a there was a I want to rerun this a couple of times. So there's a flat that I've lived in Berlin, but in the dream the flat was like owned by a witch, so to speak, and the rooms would rearrange, so it was like a maze, and I couldn't find out of the flat, and it took a long time to kind of figure out what is where I am and find my way back out of that flat. And then as soon as I was outside, I thought it was actually fun. I should go back inside and try to do that again because it was kind of cool. Even though it was a kind of this nightmare situation with eerie colors and strange light and stuff like that and the rearranging rooms, it was kind of cool. It was kind of fun. I was like, I want to do that again. It ended too soon. It was kind of scary, but it ended too soon. You know what I mean? I don't know. These are really cool images. Holy moly. Damn. I really like that. And this isn't even like close to the input image, which is this. That's the input image, which is also nice. But this is like completely different. It's also very nice. And you know what I mean? Like if you compare these two images, this is a nice image, but it has a lot of reasoning behind that and a lot of purpose on how everything is arranged and how it's happening. You can see like this kind of thought and why these Venus straps are in the face and stuff like that. It makes too much sense. You know what I mean? It's too much. It's like it's too human made. You know what I mean? It follows too much purpose. And then you have this, and it kind of like there is a lot of stuff in there that just lacks purpose, and it's kind of like it doesn't make sense, but because it doesn't make sense, it's free to be its own thing. And I think we haven't seen that enough in art, where art can be its own thing without human intervention. You know what I mean? Does it make sense? Welcome to room 101. Duffler is really going wild today with all the strange comments. There we go. The room yeah, that I like that. The movie, The Room 1408. I don't know how you would say the room number, but that was a pretty cool movie, and I think it's very underrated. Although I haven't seen it for a couple of years, so maybe it's not as good as I remember it. But this is also very nice. I liked, from my memory, I think it's a pretty good movie. It might not be as good as I remember it. Yeah, this is maybe not that good, but there's some cool stuff in here. What else do we have? Let me see. Ooh, the way he looks, also nice. Really interesting. But do you know what I mean by like having artistic expression that is not, has no human purpose behind that? It's just disconnected. It just exists on its own. And I think AI has the unique ability to create something like that, where it is based on our cultural heritage, but it's not based on our reasoning, or like not completely, you know? And that makes it interesting. Wow, this is also nice. Holy crap. Yeah. But I have this kind of like eerie like attraction to eeriness, let's say it like that. Like also like when I play like horror video games, and stand there like, oh, I want to see more of that that kind of like monster or something like that. You know, like I feel like, for example, in what is it called, Elden Ring and stuff like that, which I haven't played myself, but Elden Ring, sorry, not Elden Ring, Elden Ring. When you look at the monsters, is there a nice monster? Can't see a good example right now, but You know what I mean? Where you have like these kind of monsters and they just look too interesting. You don't even want to bash them because they just like they have this kind of interesting aura about them because they're kind of like mythical creatures, and they like if you think about them like having evolved into these amazing mythical creatures, and then you kind of bash them for no reason just because you want to get like a little bit of an upgrade to your character. It's kind of like, but this is such a like amazing creature that is unique, and you know what I mean? um as kind of this so much craziness had to happen to create this creature, and then you just bash it on the head because you're greedy for some extra points on your character. You know, like the balance is kind of off, and I'm like more fascinated by the design and looking at the different elements rather than wanting to fight that kind of creature. I feel like a lot of things have that kind of problem. Also, like with Monster Hunter, uh, the creatures in Monster Hunter just look too good to want to bash them. And also, why I find like Monster Hunter is very, how do you say, sadistic, from the what it does. Like the monsters don't actually do anything to you, they just are there with their kind of nests and stuff. This is why I never played the game, because you go to their home and then you kill them for no reason. They just sit there, they don't do anything else, they look all pretty amazing, and then you just like kill them for no reason. That is kind of very strange. I don't know. That's a kind of, I feel like there's a lot of games out at the moment, they have this kind of sadism in them rather than, oh, there's an enemy who does actually do something bad. You know what I mean? Okay, anyways, let's go back to what's the time, by the way? Yeah, there we go. Ale Comembolic Type XD? I don't even know what that message means. Ale Comembolic? Is this a different language? That was the theme and story of Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus is kind of similar, right? You just go around and like just bash creatures for no reason, right? Anyways, this is really cool. I also like, I don't know, I would like to make some episodes about that, but I think like nobody's going to watch that. Maybe I should do it as a podcast, but then I know nobody's listening to that anyways, so it's kind of a waste of time. But like talking about this kind of thing where, can you be impressed by artistic creations from AI where you had very little intervention, but they still have cultural artistic value that elevates you by looking at the work and finding out something new about yourself or the world or culture or whatnot? So the classic purpose of what art does, but without the source. But the question is, if the work has its effect on you, does it matter where it comes from? You know? Or can it be inspiring and transformational for you without having any source, without having any idea or concept behind that, because you feel touched by it? You know? A lot of artistic works, we don't even know what the artist was thinking while creating that, you know? So why does it matter so much? A lot of artists don't even give interviews or have created the art when interviews haven't been a thing. So we have no actual understanding why they did these kind of things. Here are 10 random words. The fuck is this? Ah. Oh, okay. AI art gets bonus points if it contains cool theme, story, another artistical chosen meta qualities. And other artistic, yeah, probably, right? Getting some my brain just stopped for a moment. What's yeah, right. Get some, like, if you find something in the work, it gets some bonus points, right? And I think, like, for example, the good thing about Midjourney is that it is trained a lot of art on artistic works, and because of that can create these like crazy creations here. By the way, we should do some more stuff. Do we have some more crazy stuff? Holy crap. Is this from a movie? Cinema makeup school. Oh, that's from makeup school? That is a great work. Damn. Okay. Oh, there's some breasts here. We don't want to see that. Wow. The hell. Is this too creepy for YouTube? I don't know. I want to try that too. But I like these kind of like explorations. Very strange choral inspired portrait art. Okay. Pictures from space, Hubble telescope, they speak for itself. Yeah, right? We have like stuff, and I feel like that's kind of one of the big purposes also of AI, is that you have a canvas that has its own voice. And we didn't really have that before, where it has, like, it can create purpose out of nothing, you know? And that makes it interesting because it gives us a parallel insight into ourselves, reflecting on ourselves, on who we are and what we do, but from an outside perspective, and also questioning the things that we value, our like artistic, cultural, social values, things like that, by being able to at least simulate something. And that calls the abilities you have in question, right? These are also amazing. Look at that. This not so much. I don't like that so much. This is kind of nicer though. Wow. Like, for example, if we have a little bit of an excursion here for a second, I can create some more of those. So we have some more stuff to look at. So what was the name? Walter Benjamin. He wrote a book about the artwork in the age of the machine that can reproduce stuff. Now, the interesting thing about that is that if you have a machine that can reproduce stuff, like, for example, print things, print the image you created, if at that moment, is there any original or is there no original? And all of the copies are equal because they are the same as the original thing you copied it from, if the machine makes a copy of that, right? So, for example, let's say you make this kind of plastic cup. There is no original because every cup is a plastic cup from the whole series. They are all the same plastic cup. So if you imagine this as an artwork, which is not a plastic cup but an actual artwork, there is no original artwork. It's all of the copies are original. So that questions the very important status of the original in art, which makes it a collectible, which makes it artistically and culturally and historically relevant, and this falls away. And now the thing is, you have the same thing with the authorship of work, which usually the authorship belongs to the artist, because only humans so far can actually create and author something that has cultural value and cultural purpose. Because even though animals can do stuff, they don't do it with cultural purpose. So that's the difference. Animal can do things that look like art, but there's no artistic idea behind that, right? Or an artistic expression behind that. AI can do that. So AI calls into question not just the original, but also the authorship. And that's like that's the next like meta level. It's one level more removed in the question of what is art, what is culture, what makes us human, right? Duffler, can you like slow down a little bit on all these kind of strange messages? So we can actually like have the chat with messages for the conversation. It might be nicer. I was actually thinking the same thing a few months back when digital art, when it comes to prints, is the artist proof the original or is this still just a print? Yeah, right. So if you have a digital painting, you could say like the original file is the original, but what is the original file? If you move the file to another drive, is it still the original file or is it a copy of the original file? And when you print that out, what of these prints is the original print? There is no original, right? So yeah, that's really interesting, right? And another element that's interesting, like I said before, is about the quality of the production, because the machine can make exact copies while a human cannot make exact copies. We have a different relationship to the perfection, and now perfection is something we expect, which before was not a thing because there was no perfection. You couldn't do it perfect as a series of products. You could do one thing perfect and it would stand on its own, where it's also the original, and the importance of the original comes from because it is the masterpiece, basically, right? But if you can copy the masterpiece a million times and all of them are exactly the same, what does the masterpiece and the originality of the masterpiece actually mean, right? Look at these works. Holy shit, they are really nice. They're really good. Wow. Kind of cool. Oop, that's the other one. I kind of want to see a mix of this. Let me have this 1 second. The prompt. Yeah, with the image, but then also like this image. And then I also want to use this image. And then see what we get from that. Or is that too much? Maybe let's reduce this out of there. Playing encoder, do something about it. Huh? What? I don't actually have personal information about your family or circumstances, as an AI can only respond based on what is provided to me during a conversation. Uh-huh. Okay. Simulacras at Simulation is a book you should read. Simulacras at Simulation. Is it in German? Is it in English, or is it like, does it look like a, sounds like a, is this like a Latin title? What is that? Simulacra and Simulation. Okay. Philosophical thesis from 1981. I thought from 1881. Okay. Philosopher and cultural theorist. Okay. Yes. Examine the relationship between the reality symbol and society, in particular signification and symbolism of culture and media involved in constructing and understanding of shared experience. Simulacra are copies that depict things that either had no original or that no longer have an original, and simulation is the imitation of the operation of a real-world process or system over time. Okay. Science. Yeah, that is like in media, all this kind of philosophy about media, this kind of symbolism and sign relationship to the original or the world is a big thing. Of like also the question of what does art actually do? Does it make a copy of the real world, or does it like, you know, like it says here, does it try to simulate anything, or does it create its own expression that doesn't really point to anything or have any source in it? So yeah, there's a lot of, yeah, I should read that. Sounds good. I will save that. Can I save it here? Yes, I can. Create note. There we go. Boom. Okay, this is Google Keep. I love Google Keep. It's so easy to use and fast. Oh, there we have the mix. Look at that. So we have the mix of this one and this one, and it gives us this one. How amazing is that? Wow. Though I would have had less kind of like the open eye looking at the camera. I would like to have that also in there. 1 second. Let's use this. open eye looking at the viewer, because I like that from the other image. Ooh, this is also very nice. Look at that. Whew. Very good, very good. I might want to rerun this 1 second. Let's use this, or let's use the let's try this one here and have it teal and orange. Okay, let's see. I'm usually a fan of weak, strong contrast in my AI artworks. Monster hero, child shine, monster destroying city. Ah, okay. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, this kind of what is it? The English has a really cool word for that. Man, it's one of my favorite words, and I can't. Juxtaposition. Juxtaposition, to have two things next to each other. That are kind of different in nature, you know? There we go. Ooh, look at that. It's not looking at the viewer, though, but it's looking. It's a little bit looking at the viewer, not completely. Damn. Good stuff. Oh, I like this too. Very nice stuff. Ooh. Why does this... Oh, that's nice. But why did it become so strange? Oh, this is nice. This worked. Okay, by the way, I want to mix this. Let's mix this. No, wait a second. Let's take this and then throw in this one here. And redact this one. Let's see what happens. Maybe we get something really strange now, or maybe not. And then also use this, remove that, and add the other one. By the way, this is one thing I like that maybe ComfUI could also have, is this kind of album of things you had before, because it gives you a really nice ability to mix and mash in a very fast way, and like, again, kind of staying in the flow of your creativity. Okay, so this didn't 100% like make it, but let's try this with IW3 to make the images stronger. Because coral eats plastic. Corals eat plastic? Really? Remind me of Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, right? Pirate of the Caribbean. Oh man, I like that dude with the octopus face. That was such a cool design. Whoa, look at that one. Oh, look at that. Look at all these little details here. Wow, that is so beautiful. Look at that. Holy moly. Very nice, very nice. Fleshy mermaid? Oh, okay, okay. I think I'm gonna pause you for a little bit because it's becoming a little bit too much. Let's take like 5 minutes. There we go. Thank you very much for all of the messages. It's becoming a little bit too much though. Ooh, I like that one. Have you seen the movie? Where is it? I think on Amazon with the robots with the hole in the head. What is the movie? What is the Amazon robot movie? What was the name of that movie? Where they have the hole in the head. Doesn't really show up. Creator, yes, creator. Amazon creator, there we go. Hey, gifted 1 memberships. Thank you very much, Jonar. Thank you very much, Jonar Games. Very much appreciated. Oh, no, we don't want... Ah! movie. This one. That was a pretty cool movie. I liked it aesthetically. The story was a little bit weak, but it's absolutely worth watching it. And by the way, watch the movie and then watch the pitch meeting by Ryan George. Absolutely, really like picks out the best things that are a little bit stupid about that movie, but at the same time, aesthetically, I really like it. It could have gone a little bit deeper. Was gifted a membership by John. Oh, you gifted yourself a membership. Well, that's also cool. That's a nice trick to pop up here. I didn't even know that's possible. I didn't even know that works, but that's a nice trick. There we go. But this one, it really reminds me of the movie, and at the same time is a really cool image. Boy, oh boy. I should put really some of this stuff on Twitter tomorrow, which I also have neglected kind of. There we go. Look at that. Wow. How cool is this? How nice is this? Huh. Very awesome. What else do we have? Oh, okay. It's not strange enough, though. This is kind of going in the direction, but it's not strange enough. This is also very nice. I think we need some more image reference. Let's take this, and then we get some more images from down here, and also put them in there. Maybe 2 more. How about that? Let's also take this one here and then see what this does. Oh, I should have done something with more heads. Oh, this one is also nice. Yeah, let's see what it does. But I feel like, man, there's some really cool creation. I like how the head is sticking sideways. It kind of disconnects it a little bit from the body. Maybe you can add some cool golden wavy underwater hair, blonde, silver, to the prompt of that. Golden wavy underwater hair. We could try that. Let's maybe 1 second. Let's use, where was it? This one. Use this image. Use the prompt. What? No, I want to have the image. There we go. And then we put this in here, what you just said, and see what happens with that. And then let's see what happened here. Oh! Okay. So it made a mix, which is kind of cool. It made it more realistic, but it also took away a little bit of that coral underwater style. Interesting. Not exactly what I expected, but it's kind of cool also. Huh. Maybe now we have a little bit too many of these images. Let's use this again, take away one of the images and then add one of these other images. For example, this one here, because that one is kind of like better from the weirdness of the head sticking sideways. It has a little bit of this kind of Ripley alien kind of body taken over by alien creatures or something like that. Almost nightmarish. Yeah, probably, right? Is it too strange for the stream maybe? Is that a little bit too much? I don't know. It's kind of nightmarish, that's true. Should we do some more like cute stuff maybe next time? I think this is probably too weird for a holy moly, wow. For like a larger audience. Oh, I like that one. I really wonder if I should print some of the AI images, because some are really cool. Do you print your AI images and put them in your home? That is also nice. The way she looks up in the sky is very good. Is that something you do? The printing and putting them in your home? This is very nice. You could definitely add some HR Giger style. Yeah, that's true. The HR Giger stuff, right? The golden underwater hair didn't really work. Although here she's kind of like she's spilling a little bit. All right, we can let's do some maybe anime stuff here a little bit more, huh? We're getting a little bit too creepy, maybe. Yeah, there's already like there's so much of this AI stuff already. As much as I like AI art, I also want to have a filter to just like not see it all the time. Because when I want to search for different sources outside of AI, it becomes a little bit cumbersome to actually find them or actually understand what of these images is not AI. Or maybe it's a little bit too boring to have this kind of like landscape thing. Fantasy castle. Ooh, okay. Yeah, it's also kind of boring. I mean, the topic of this the stream today was like strange art, so that's kind of okay though. You can do advanced search and exclude AI art, really? Well, let's try that. Art inspiration, and then we go here. And where can you do that? Because here on the filters it just says videos, boards, profiles, products. Where do you have the advanced search in here? How does that work? Anime flair? Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I mean, it is probably going to stay creepy, but we can use this. I really like that one. And then use the prompt. And then we change, wait, anime art style. Anime drawing. Anime line art. Just put anime a bunch of times in here. And then we switch the engine over to Nichi 6, which should already give us more anime style. Let's see what that does. That's actually a good idea. Thank you for that. Let's take the prompt to the next level with remix that bursts with dynamic anime inspired. Oh, that was again. Yeah, also nice. Is it possible in Adobe Stock? What do you mean? Is it possible in Adobe Stock? Adobe has Firefly. On Firefly, you can also do a lot of stuff. I actually don't know if you can do stuff like this though. Oh. Let's run this again, but let's reduce here the image reference. That's a little bit too much. And then run this again and see if it becomes more anime style. We might have to throw in an anime image though. Stylistically, to give it some kind of reference. Ooh, sorry, it's getting a little bit late. Let's see what it did with this. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Very nice. Okay, it's getting in the right direction. Remix. Remix strong. And then also variety strong. And then remove these images here. And use this image as an input. And then, oh, this is fantastic. Look at that image. That's beautiful. Like the lack of color makes this even more interesting, right? Because it has this kind of sketch-like quality, but at the same time has this kind of elevated, godlike dreaminess because of the white you know, like, how do you say, ethereal a little bit, you know what I mean? And she's crying also. Damn, that's a really good work. Art, like, if people say AI can't make art, that's such stupid. Because it's like, look at that, how good that is. Very nice. You can find cool stuff. It's like an endless universe where you just find interesting creations. Holy moly, look at that. This is becoming a little bit too 3D-ish. I don't know if it's just me, but Adobe Firefly does not seem great for creating AI art. It does stock images okay, though. Yes, but that is probably because Adobe Firefly is more kindled towards creating stock images. Mainly for the reason that for commercial purposes like advertisement and stuff like that, you need this kind of professional stock style and less this kind of stuff. Because even like as cool as stuff like this is, where are you going to actually use that commercially, right? Other than maybe in some kind of cool anime project that you design for a movie or whatnot, as an anime show. You can't advertise anything with this. You can't advertise a soap or a car or stuff like that. So this is cool artistically, but commercially it's not very viable, you know? And so this is why they train the models towards actually creating something that you could use for a Christmas card, for a perfume, for like a steakhouse, like boring stuff, you know? Everyday trivial boring stuff that you need to buy, and not this kind of elevated stuff here, right? Which is pretty cool. Very, very mixed right now from the style, but I mean, this is also very nice. Really like that. Let's make some variations of that one. This is kind of the, I think this stream worked really well for artistic exploration. Look at that. It's also very nice. A little bit too much realistic style. Don't like that. It should be more anime. But that's probably because we have all these kind of input images here. Let's try this. Take that stuff here away. And then put more of this kind of stuff here. Like that I like. And then let's see. This one was the one I liked. And something with a little bit more color. The color ones are not so anime style. Maybe this one. Okay, let's see what we get from that. And there we have the variations of that. I think, by the way, when you look at these variations here, like you can see some are good, some are not so good. But what AI also brings me from artistic understanding is kind of losing the connection to that one final work where you say, oh, that is the masterpiece. It has to be like that. You know, like let's say, I don't know, any kind of like any kind of famous artistic painting, like the sunflowers from Van Gogh, right? Does it have to be specifically like that? Or if it would be a little bit different, it would be just as good? Or maybe he painted it 100 times and it just one got picked as the one that is the work, and the other ones are just not known to us because it's just easier and more viable to promote one work and make it big internationally than promoting a bunch of works, which takes away from the artistic value because it's not as special anymore. You know what I mean? So but this takes it kind of away because by the easiness of creating 1,000 variations of the same kind of style and idea and concept, especially more with Stable Diffusion in that case, it kind of takes away from how special the one work is that is picked as the masterpiece, you know? Oh, I mean, the hand is not delicate enough for that face, but I like the pose with the hand here. That's very interesting. Like that. Wow. And the combination of her being gray and then the background being a little bit orange, and then these kind of corals here being even more vibrant. That is very nice. Very cool. So much artistic concept in here. Wow. And you can, like, for example, here you can see the difference between her having a smidge of color inside of her grayness and the background being completely white. So she is much closer to these corals that grow out of her head. While here in this other image, this one, she's much more distant from that. So in that case, it feels like the corals that grow out of her are more an alien, a different object that doesn't connect to her, doesn't belong to her, because she's completely gray and everything else is not gray. So she's disconnected from that. You know, this kind of artistic choice really makes it into a very different expression, right? Very interesting. And there you have even another combination where the background has yet another color. It's kind of violet here. And she has a bit of color. This feels a lot more animated and like even kind of like positive, right? Sorry, I wasn't like, what does the chat say? Technically, you're right. There are quite a few artists that do a series of something. It's only one that's known popular. I don't think Van Gogh could afford to do many variations and pick one. I think he painted a lot more than we know. Especially like if you look at like lifetime exhibitions of artists where like a lot of their works is shown throughout their life, with all of the sketches, with all of the things they tried, with the development of their style over the years and decades. It's interesting to see that development, but you also realize that they haven't just been great artists. They worked themselves into becoming great artists, and they created a lot of crap along the way that is not that noteworthy. It was important to get there where they are, but it's often not good works. It's lacking works that are like, of course, they are still in training and stuff like that. And you have that with all kind of areas, right? All kind of like also music. If you take your favorite band and look at the first stuff they created before they became popular, it's often not that good, you know. And then they have some hits, and of course also they have a lot of stuff that they created later on that's just not good, you know. And this kind of like, especially with music, it kind of gets sorted out because we don't have these kind of albums anymore. So we only have individual songs, and you don't even see the rest because the rest is just like flushed away by the statistics, unless you really go to the album they released and really look at all the songs. Most people just play playlists and hear the hits and not the rest. Yeah, practice makes perfect. Absolutely. All right. By the way, we are over 2 hours. So I feel like that was a really interesting format of exploration. Maybe I went a little bit too creepy with this stuff, so we could try to make it a little bit less awkward, although we had some really cool stuff, especially where's the one, this one. This is really cool. Anyways, I think it was a really great time today. Let me find the song. Maybe I can play that at the end. There we go. Let's go to the big screen. It was some pretty cool 2 hours. Thank you very much for joining me. It was really cool. And then, yeah, see you soon, probably tomorrow with a new video. And yeah, thanks for watching. Let me find the end screen also. There we go. Okay. Thank you and see you soon. Bye, my friends. Bye.